In this video, I'm going to share a technique with you using the Blue Sapphire Aura Spray that has to do with helping you overcome fears that are involved with communication. This could be fears of expressing yourself, fear of sticking up for yourself, even a fear of talking about and sharing your feelings. It could have things to do with writer's block, stage fright, or fear of perhaps giving a talk or even giving an interview. One of the things that you have to know to do this technique is the location of a chakra called the throat chakra. And that is at the throat. And I'm going to do this sideways because you'll be applying the spray to your throat chakra. Now the throat chakra starts at your skin at the center of your throat and extends outward into your energy field. The other thing that you have to know is how you make an intention for doing this technique successfully. In other words, what you have to do is start by deciding, well, gee, what is it exactly that I want to work on? And you have to then frame it in terms of a fear. Now, you may not exactly be afraid of the consequences of, for example, writer's block, but if you frame it in terms of the fear of not being able to create or outflow, it collects the energies associated with the blockages and makes the technique that much more effective. So the other thing that you have to know is that the throat chakra is very much involved with communication, and it also is the chakra that calls in the blue color ray to the body more than any other color ray. In fact, every chakra calls in a specific color, even though every chakra also calls in all 7. So, blue ray, blue sapphire, throat chakra, communication. All those 4 things go together. So, I'm going to tune into what I want to work on here. This is one thing that I've been working on for a while, and we'll see how it changes. So, this is, so I would like to work on, and I'm saying this to myself, you don't have to say it aloud if you're working as a self-therapy, you can just think the thoughts. But I'll say it aloud so you can hear my thoughts. Alright, so I would like to work on my fear of talking about myself and my life. Okay. So I've named that fear, and when you make an intention or declare that you're going to work on something, the first thing that happens is that your body's energies start shuffling, and the energies that have to do with your intention come to the forefront. So right now, in my throat chakra, I can already feel it. I can already feel the heaviness, and what that is just the energies associated with that particular fear are coming to the forefront. All right. So I'm going to hold the bottle away from my body as far as I can, and I'm going to spray toward my throat. And now I'm going to bring the bottle closer. And it's very interesting because it seems like it wants to stop here. That means that at this level of my aura, there's something to do with my intention and the issue that I'm working on. So again, I spray. I can bring it in again, same spot. Bring it in again, same spot. This is getting a little repetitive, so I'm going to turn the bottle around and spray out. I might also spray up or in whatever trajectory I want. It's always challenging for me to do a real self-therapy on camera because I can feel the energies start shifting, and I'm afraid, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to get through this? Oh, all right, so here we go. Coming toward me. Oh, look at that. We got through that blockage. I'm a little closer here. I'll just do some other trajectories. And then try again. I think I'm a little closer now, aren't I? Yep. the way to my throat. Now I'm just going to take a moment just to be with this, because there's a lot of movement going on in my energy field. There's a lot of shifts going on. I feel in my heart, I can feel stuff happening too. My neck's also a little wet from all the spray, but that's kind of to be expected. You can take this technique a step further by doing it in the opposite way, by starting with the bottle close to your throat and going out. Now at this point I may want to rephrase my intention because it may have shifted a little bit. So, alright, let me tune into that. Oh my goodness. So here the words that come to my mind is not so much the fear of expressing myself, but it's the fear of what people might think if they hear my story. So we're getting a little deeper into the true issue here. Alright, so I will name that fear. And we'll start here and spray out. And I'm going to move the bottle out. And I'm just gradually moving it. And if there's no blockage at all, it's going to go right through. And if you think, well, gee, there's no blockage, but I have this big fear, what's up with that? Well, maybe all you need to do is just hold the bottle here and spray out. Maybe with practice you'll become more sensitive to sensing the blockages in your field, so give yourself time and practice. Or maybe this is just all you need, is holding the bottle here and spraying out. So give yourself the benefit of the doubt. In my case, right, there's a blockage here. I'm going to spray out. I could spray in and do some different trajectories. These trajectories are kind of random. I'm not muscle testing, or I'm just using my intuition. Get a little farther away. And then all the way free and clear. So again, take a moment to just settle with those energies. Notice how the energies in your body are shifting. Notice where you might feel some sensations. The weight in my chest is gone, so that's a good thing. I'm noticing a lot of sensations in my throat. But I'm also feeling a lightness and a sense that, I have a story, and if I feel like sharing it, and if someone wants to listen, they can, and if they have an opinion, well, so what? So I feel that that might just be a little bit of a breakthrough for me, a testament to the power of this Blue Sapphire spray. This was an authentic self-therapy demonstration. I didn't pre-plan this at all, so you're seeing me for who I am. My name is Isabelle Morton. I'm the founder of GEMFormulas and the Gemstone Therapy Institute, and I invite you to learn more about gemstone therapy and the Blue Sapphire spray and the technique for helping you to resolve your fears of communication. Bye-bye for now, and hope to see you in another video.